Hey guys, I just wanted to reach out to you and let you know that Surewinder is still selling amazing products. Some of you guys have been dragging your feet for whatever reason. If your shoulder hurts, do not waste time. Pull the trigger. I just bought 4 or 5 of them, and we had 2 guys out. You know how much it cost me to pay for 2 guys being out with bad shoulders? We just pulled the trigger and we said, listen, everybody's going to have one on a truck. It's mandatory. You got to use it. Don't hesitate. Don't wait till your guys go down. It's going to cost you more. Buy a Surewinder.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Torch Talk Podcast, and we're going to talk more about the things that I love. I hope you follow along. Before we jump into the topic today, I'm going to discuss a few announcements. GDU has an opening for a few businesses, has openings for a few businesses between 1 and 3 million, and then over 3 million. I'm telling you guys, I don't know what you're sleeping on, but if you're not banging down my door for this, I don't know what else to tell you. I think this is the greatest thing for any business owner in the garage door industry. You should check it out. Just trust me. Trust me. We will let you sit in for free once, because we believe that once you taste it, you're going to love it. I'm taking a more active role at my garage door company, being that I'm kind of like everywhere. I think that we've kind of come to a point in our company that I need to step back in. So I'm taking more of an active role there. I'll keep you guys posted. We're making some big goals, and I feel like now's the time to strike. I'm really excited about the future and what we've got going on, some of the things we're doing. You're talking like automation, using AI, cutting expenses, getting down to like low overhead, and just pushing hard. I'm really stinking excited about the moves we're making. We launched FieldPulse this week, which is one of my first moves since I've kind of been back in the seat. And it's pretty spectacular. Now, not perfect by any means. If you are not following along, I do have a Facebook group. I think it's like, let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Field service. Let's see. Best field service management software. So in that group, I'm kind of like documenting, I guess, a little bit of the progress. I haven't been doing a wonderful job of it, but I do updates in there occasionally. I also write these updates on Reddit, and keeping kind of like a journal per se of my experience leaving Service Titan, going to FieldPulse. So I'm not going to go too deep into it, but the rollout went smooth. I did not do any training. I did no training prior to launch. I took a different approach, one that I thought would work, and it did for the ones who did it. But I created a bunch of Loom walkthroughs, tried to keep them between like 2 and 5 minutes a piece on critical things that they may or may not get tripped up on. And that seemed to work fairly well. We had a couple employees that just did not do it, and it cost office staff hours and me time. So that kind of sucked. But for the majority, like, we had very few issues. I think that with all field service management software, you have, for the most part, a very uneducated onboarding staff. And I'm not quite sure why that becomes like a thing for most software companies. I kind of feel like getting off to a good start is the most important. I just I don't know. Like there's a lot to be desired there. And it's not just FieldPulse, it's kind of everybody. Um, I was led down the wrong path multiple times. And then I would spend a bunch of time working on that and then realize I was doing it wrong. And so I figured it out myself, then undid it, and then redid it. It was just very time consuming. And I probably could have deployed in half the time had I had people at my resources that like knew it front and back. And when I finally did get a hold of people like that there, man, it just went so fast. And I felt so much more confident. Not that we didn't have any more issues, but it was just super quick. And it's like, this is the way it should be originally. So, anyway, super excited about PhilPulse. I think we're going to really like it. We have a ton of like automation and stuff built into it. And so I'll be sharing more and more updates on that. Um, I'm beginning to plan my weeks with me as a priority. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is kind of like an announcement per se, because I don't want to spend a ton of time. This isn't the topic of my podcast, but it's something that I feel like as business owners, we just don't do enough, but I'm going to. So forever, like I had a conversation, I think I mentioned this before, with a business owner here in the metro Atlanta area, and he owns this massively large electrical company. And he just kept saying something, and it was basically almost verbatim what another home service company business owner told me. I'm trying too hard. Like sometimes we have a vision for what we want things to look like, and then we try to make it happen that way. And then we like get a bunch of resistance and we just feel like we're just going to keep pushing. Well, I've been wanting to work out in the mornings because I love working out in the mornings. I don't enjoy the afternoons because I'm worn out, mentally, physically exhausted. I just I just want to rest. But I've come to the conclusion that if I want consistency, the only way I'm going to get it is working out in the afternoon. So I'm going to do that. I'm no longer going to like fight the resistance of something I've already proven that I cannot do consistently by working out in the morning. It can't be done. Like physically can't be done consistently. So I'm no longer going to fight it. I would just challenge you guys to take that same mindset and maybe apply it to yourselves as well when it comes to diet or, working out or spending time with family, whatever. Prioritize yourself. That doesn't mean you have to work less. It just means be more intentional. And then if you're struggling in those areas, maybe change your perspective. Maybe you need to rearrange your day a little bit. I don't know what that looks like. Maybe for you, mornings is great and you want to take your wife to breakfast once a week. I don't know. I don't know what that is for you. I know what it is for me. And I'm just going to prioritize and plan really well. I'm going to block off and I'm going to make the best of every situation. I hired an EA from Mexico. Curious to see how this turns out, but so far, so good. I'm excited because multiple things. One, I think she's bright. I think she would cost a lot more if she was in the United States. And part of me loves the experimental phase of this. I've been doing a lot of experimenting, taking big risks and larger opportunities for failure over the last, like, I don't know, 2 years. And some of it has truly bitten me in the butt. However, I'm learning so much and at such a rapid pace. Um, I mean, I'm so grateful that my buddy was like, "Hey, you need to join this group." I reached out to the group. It was an AI mastermind. And the guy like jumps on a call and he's like, "Hey, it's 25 grand. You got to pay me now." And I first thought like this dude's a jerk, man. Like I got some questions. But I was like, "You know what? Let's do it." So I gave him my card, 25K. He runs it. and I'm in the group. Now, because of that, I've got connections I would have never had before. And I'm significantly further along in the AI game than I would have been had I not joined that group. Anyway, I just think it's super cool. Um, and I'm taking more risk. I feel like hiring an EA overseas or Central or South America or Mexico, there comes some risk with it, but there also comes potential reward. And I can hire two really good people for the price that you can get one person here. And I feel like it gives them a good living, but I'm not 100% sure. So I've got to like kind of figure that out, I guess. But I think that's pretty cool. Go High Level had their event this past week. They rolled out 300. That's 300, 300 new features. Guys, these guys are like nuts. Um, I don't know what to tell you, but I think Go High Level and AI and automation and probably even robotics need to be like something you're at least looking into. High level is, I think, I make this statement a lot that like software is dead because it is. Software is completely dead. Like Service Titan, dead. Soon as somebody like wants to vibe code in their freaking mom's basement while drinking monster energy drinks for 3 months straight just to build a Service Titan with one guy in a dark room, like Service Titan's done. They just like do everything, like take deposits right. Just like tell AI just take freaking deposits right so that we can implement it into our financial software and it registers properly. Like copy everything and just fix that and then go sell it. I mean, like this is the future. I mean, everybody can start building their own software and it's super easy. It's nuts, y'all. Absolutely freaking nuts. The one software I think people are going to have a really hard time with, like just killing, is High Level. And I have an agency account with High Level. If you're not aware of High Level, check it out. If you want, I'll give you like a free trial. You can get in there and play around with it. There's some things in there like could save you a ton of money, automate a bunch of stuff. They got AI built into some of these things. There's some things you really need to understand and some complex stuff, but you don't have to get into all that yet. Like if you were to just use the system for planning and scheduling your social media posts, there's tons of benefit just in that one feature. Or let's say, for example, you're paying a company like Constant Contact a bunch of money to do email newsletters. Like you just do it in here and pay a fraction of what Constant Contact charges you, especially with a big database. So I encourage you, please check out GHL. If you don't buy it from me, it's perfectly fine. Doesn't matter. I'm not charging a bunch of extra money. It's basically what you would pay on their website. So just let me know. Uh, we'll try to leave a link to be able to sign up. If you have a desire for one of the bigger packages, just hit me up. I'll get you set up on it. It's no big deal. Air and Overhead Doors is going to be doing a rebrand here come the new year. Kind of excited about it. We're going a unique approach. I think everybody's kind of going with this like old school 70s look, and I'm not like a huge fan of it. So I'm going a little bit on the modern side. Pretty interested in see how our customers interact with it. But something that we're going to be doing. Again, more risk, you know? September was a trash month for air and overhead doors. And from what I understand, it was kind of a trash month for a lot of people in the garage door industry or home services in general. October, however, we're on track to have one of our best months in company history and sales, and it's going amazing. Um, this is why you don't measure sales months or revenue months by 1 month.
Hey guys, I found something that changed my business and I want to share it with you. We've created packages that have included some of the best products in our industry to offer our service customers. The heart of that package is Stealth Hardware Kit. Stealth Hardware is the quietest hinges on the market. I challenge you to buy at least one of these, test it for yourself. Put it on your truck and design a quiet performance package for your customers willing to pay for a better, smoother running door. Buy your Stealth Hardware Kit at Service Spring, do a search for Quiet Hinge, and then buy that. You can buy a double or single door, 7 or 8 foot tall, and promise you, it'll change your service forever.
Somer USA and Somer Group want to thank you for an incredible year and the trust you put in them and their products. As you know, Somer places high value on relationships, education, customer service, innovation, and professionalism. And they are grateful to you for your part in the fostering and dissemination of these values. If there is any way Somer can support you in your journey, whether through their products, the values they hold to, or the knowledge Somer has gained through interaction with door dealers across the world, please reach out to the team at your convenience. They are here to serve you. Again, thank you from the entire Somer team. Check them out at somerusa.com. Tell them Ryan sent you.
You could have a horrible month and then you could make up for that and more the next month. It's just crazy. I love business, by the way. The high highs and the low lows, I think is part of what makes it so amazing. But I genuinely, part of me just wants things to be a little bit more consistent. Let's just have a month over month increase every month. That would be so beautiful. Today, I'm talking about AI and robotics because, quite frankly, we just need to. I'm probably going to be talking about this a lot over the next year because God knows you guys freaking need to be hit up the side of the head with a baseball bat. Just freaking learn how to prompt properly. And so I'm just going to keep banging on this. And if you don't like it, then just don't listen, I guess. Or hit me up and tell me you're just tired of hearing about AI. But I'm going to be honest with you. It's either you or them, but it ain't going to be both with you staking your stake in the ground saying, I'm not going to adopt AI. Bye, Felicia. Like, I'm just telling you. All right, let's get into some news. Tesla plans 5,000 Optimus robots in 2025. Guys, that is within the next few months. I don't even know. Oh my God. Y'all, these things are going to be around 25 to 35K. They have them working in restaurants. I just don't know what to tell you guys. I really don't, because if you are going to be against this, I think you're going to be on the wrong side of history in 5-10 years. Let's just let me phrase something a certain way, and then you guys tell me what you think. Our biggest problem, or one of the biggest problems in home services, is what? You're right. If you guessed finding qualified people, then you're right. 100% correct. What do you think Optimus or robotics fixes? You're right. Unbelievable. If people aren't willing to take these blue collar jobs, guess what? Optimus will. And I'm not saying that everybody's going to want robotics in their garage, but let's just be real. People don't want to spend more than they have to. And if I could pay one time for a robot for 30K and send him out and have him go do jobs, I can do those jobs significantly cheaper than you and maintain profitability. And I can do more jobs at once than you. I can have the entire job recorded with the customer and all the work performed and the safety inspection. No more do we even have to have written safety inspections. Everything's recorded. AI is going to take all that information. What's next? We're talking within 3 or 4 months, these little guys are going to be out running around. I'm buying one. I'm going to buy a Tesla Optimus. Now, my wife told me it cannot come in the house, which is perfectly fine. It can stay in the garage or I can keep it at the office. But you better believe, like, he and I are going to be in the parking lot throwing the football on my break. And I'm going to teach him how to repair a garage door in my training center. Because when my guy calls in or goes on vacation, I can stick my boy in there and he can take a day off from throwing football with the boss man and go fix a garage door. I mean, think about the social media craze on that. Like, that's just social media information right there. Like, I think those types of posts are going to go berserk. But if you haven't seen Optimus at the Tesla facilities, at the charging stations, like putting popcorn together and handing it out and interacting with people, guys, it's here. It's not the future. It's now. It's happening. It's going to drive the cost down and is going to put people out of work. If you're a sucky employee, we no longer have to deal with you anymore. You're gone. Business owners will deal with robots. I don't know what to say. Robots are being deployed in surgery. And if you think that robots that have been deployed in surgery, if you don't think the intelligence of those robots can fix a garage door, you're crazy. We can work on human hearts and organs, then they can work on garage doors. Because I know some of you are in your truck right now. Robots will never do what I do. They just replaced a $500,000 a year doctor to work on humans. And you don't think they're going to replace you? You crazy. NVIDIA launched an AI supercomputer for $4,000. I am probably just going to buy it, but I don't know what's keeping me from doing it. I probably just need to buy it, but I want it really bad. Some of the technology in this computer didn't even exist just a few years ago. And for 4K, it's absolutely freaking mind blowing. Like, absolutely. Like, okay, so just 5 years ago, you could have probably bought the components that existed today for around 10K. But because the components that are in this computer didn't exist back then, like, the value of it back then could have been significantly more. NVIDIA is changing the game, by the way. Tesla and NVIDIA, those are the two you need to be watching the most. So let's talk about home services a little bit more. I think that AI can do a really good job with, like, predictive maintenance and diagnostic. One thing that I think people don't like, especially with garage doors or even HVAC, is they don't want to be stuck in their house without air conditioning or heat, and they don't want to be stuck in their garage. So, whatever companies solve those problems to where You can identify it before it gets too hot or too cold or before it breaks. I think those companies are going to win. Like the conversations we need to have with our customers are, how important is your day? If you have to leave your house and it's super important and you park in the garage, then you need this predictive maintenance agreement. A device, which we already have the ability to do cycle counts, but it'll automatically schedule it on our schedule when we're getting close and confirm it with their calendar. And then we can come out and it will open the door for us. And then we'll swap out the springs, inspect everything, and be on our way. This is the future, guys. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. We already know about automated scheduling, dispatching, and workflow optimization, but the power of those things are amazing. I just gave an example earlier to one of my staff about, well, let's say we need to rearrange the schedule, right? Like we've got it in place, but something comes up and we've got to change it. Somebody calls out. Now we've got to call and move everybody to everybody else. Could you imagine doing that with a press of a button? And AI calling all of those people at the same time and working through those to place them in the right spots. You know how labor intensive it is to call one person and be like, hey, you need to move you. Can you do this time here? We can get, then call the next person. I don't know. If you're not convinced yet, I don't know. Conversational AI is growing, it's booming. This is a thing. Like just customer intake and lead capture type stuff. GHL just launched a product that you can like start a voice conversation through the web on your website. Now, I remember back in the day, we used to have these little video players where they would like walk out on the website and talk to you, but there was no interaction. But now there is. Now you can have a voice conversation with AI that knows everything about your business and can schedule a call. Like this is a real thing. This is like chat 2.0. Integration with smart home and IoT. We just kind of went over some of that, but like this next one, y'all, this is where the difference is going to be. And this is where I'm about to shift all of my focus once we get everything kind of dialed in and our data is good because, you know, uh, good data in is good data out and bad data in is bad data out. So I got to make sure all my data is clean and good. But AI and data, y'all, might be it. It might be it. I've said this before on my podcast where it's like, hey, AI, tell me which departments are underperforming over the last week. AI, give me a notification, send me a text message if any of our leads drop by 10%. I think the importance of data is, I can't even stress it enough. Like you should be audio recording just about everything and storing it. You should be taking all of your meeting notes and storing it, recording them, whatever. I don't care. But you need to be building databases. Trust me when I tell you. I'm an idiot, though. Don't listen to me. Just keep dragging your feet. There'll be a day where you don't even need to know when your inventory is low. It'll just order for you. Robots are already being used for welding, painting, and assembly, reducing productivity and reduces errors. So, like when I say assembly, I mean like, manufacturing. They are using AI powered quality control, scanning products for blemishes, can see things that humans can't. Can you imagine right now? Listen, guys, you're in the garage door industry. I know you know what I'm talking about. How do some of these products get off the assembly line and onto a truck? It's like baffling to me. Maybe the guy took a week off for a vacation. They just didn't have anybody else and everything went to crap that week. Maybe that's the case. Maybe not. But here's what I do know is that when I envision a human standing there watching garage door panels go under their feet, looking for blemishes, that might be the stupidest thing I've ever heard of in my entire life. AI power quality control. It's not the future, it's now. So I want to bring something up before I wrap up. Chamberlain is rolling out a new line. And I don't know if you guys got a hold of the press release or not, but they're implementing AI into the camera software. And let me just pull up some of this real quick. I can tell you a little bit about it. I know you guys are busy, so you may or may not have read this, but it's pretty cool. But again, there's going to be resistance to it because it's new, it's technology, person detection. This is something that's with their MyQ subscription. Currently available AI features with MyQ subscription person detection. This is widely available feature on Chamberlain's cameras, including the MyQ Smart Garage camera and those integrated into this Secure View garage door openers. It allows the camera to distinguish between people and other motions, sending you more specific alerts. The next thing is like vehicle and animal detection, face detection. The MyQ platform also supports face detection, providing more personalized alerts about who is coming and going. Like your daughter just left the house. Your daughter just arrived to the house. Smart Secure, this feature, which is included with their 7-day and 30-day video storage plans, uses person detection from the MyQ outdoor camera to automatically close your garage door and lock MyQ enabled locks during present times. And then they have object detection coming soon. While many advanced detection features are live, you may see mentions of object detection as coming soon on some of their product pages. This indicates that Chamberlain is continuously developing and expanding the AI capabilities, excuse me, sorry, of its camera lineup. I think that this new line's coming out in October. Um like all these AI things, I think it's just going to get more and more. And I don't know, we got to make some decisions. And I don't think you need to be sleeping on some of these things. So I'm going to ask you, what are you going to do? Are you going to spend some time researching? These are all conversations we're having and we're coaching and teaching in GDU. These are all things that we're doing for our clients and Markenuity. Like behind the scenes, we're building stuff out for them. This is all things I'm implementing in my door company. I don't know, guys. I know we got to make some decisions, at least to get started. if you're resisting. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for following along. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel on Mark Annuity. It helps us. And like and subscribe the video. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll talk to you later.